Hi friends, Mindy here. I have a quick unboxing for you. This is my September House of Books kit. This is the large subscription kit. I am going to unbox this really quickly. I'm not going to go through every single thing super fast because everybody's subscription is a little bit different. Has a lot of the same kind of similar things here. I'm just trying to unpack everything off camera here for a second just because there's so much in these kits. Again, I have the large kit. So this always comes with a little card that kind of tells you some of the things to be looking out for. In the large subscription kits this month, there's a handmade item that's made from a paint chip card. And then these are some of the things, one of the great things about Amber with a House of Books is you can kind of let her know what you're looking for, what things you're interested in for your kits. And as much as possible, they try to include some of those things. So, you know, Amber knows that I'm a Bible journaler. And so some of these things here are kind of faith-based poetry and scriptures and things. And these were just kind of tucked in at the front of my kit. So they were kind of loose in the front. So I'm doing these first, but you can kind of see this has a little scripture on it. And then another one, like this is some stories that are like Christmas stories and different things. And so you can kind of see here. And this one is just really patinaed, and I love that paper on that. And then here is the handmade item that she did from those paint chip cards, which is such a good idea. This will make a great tag in a journal or something like that. So I'm going to set these off to the side and pull out the next thing. In my kit, I got this little hymnal, and I was trying to find a date on here, but I didn't see one right off the top. But this is just a great hymnal with good patina on it that I can use. You can never have too many hymnal pages. And then with a large kit, you usually get like bookboard or like book covers. So this one's really great because it's in good condition, and I think I could actually just create a journal right into that one. And I'm going to pull out some of these other pieces. I got some doilies. I love that cream colored one. And then there's a little envelope that has kind of some specialty pieces in it here. I'm going to open up. They're just a lot of, one of the other things that I asked for in my kit was for some botanicals for a couple journals that I'm working on. And so she really included a bunch of little, you know, different kinds of botanical pieces, like magazine clippings and things for me this time. And then this is just a really fun background. And then just some floral arrangements and different things. Hopefully I can use those in my journals. And then there's always a little packet of fabrics, like scrap fabrics. So I'm just going to go through here really quickly. And but if you find that you're looking for vintage fabric, she does have some in the shop that you can buy a la carte. And again, I'll link my subscription or my affiliate link down below. If you use that link, you save 5% off your first subscription month or anything that you buy a la carte. So I will link that down in the description. So if you're interested, you can do that. This one has just kind of regular different types of book pages in it. So I'm just going to flip through these kind of quickly because, you know, they're just from different books, varying books. But the patina on them is different. The page is different. The typeface is different. And so they're just a lot of fun, and you get a good variety with doing a subscription like this without having to buy full books of all of those different things. You just get a little section, and you have quite a variety to use in your projects here. And then one of the other cool things I got was this cabinet card with this family on it. There wasn't a date or anything on there, but just kind of fun. And then there was also this little package that had just some like odds and ends. There was some vintage buttons in here. One of my buttons had fallen out. And then these little lace pieces that have like some ribbon attached to the back. And they're pretty sturdy. Like they're pretty, it's like they've been starched or something. So that was really interesting. I got a couple of those. And then the next item, I'm trying to pull everything out of my bag here off camera. These are the bigger items. So when you get the large subscription kit, one of the things that you get is like pages that like the actual page is bigger. So I'm going to go through here and pull, there's like a little envelope of just kind of specialty things. And this one is so cool because it has some film strips in there, but it also has these postcards in here that you can use. You know, these make really great journaling cards in journals. And then some that are just kind of written on. Here's another like a slide. This one has, you know, somebody put their name on in glitter glue, which was so cute. And then I just like the writing and stuff that are on the back of some of these postcards. Here are some more film strips. One of these was the Grand Canyon, which is, I think, this one right here. And then some other like negatives. And then these pictures. I didn't want to take the tape off of this just because I didn't want to damage the photo. And then this is from 1945. This is kind of receipt. And I love that it still has like the calculator ribbon on there and everything. So that's a lot of fun. And then there's this really nice gentleman on a horse here. And then this one is the one that is just my most favorite, because this is like a little Dutch girl. And she's in, you can, like the very traditional thing with over her shoulders and all the tulips in the background. And I love that because my pastor, when I lived in Denver, was from Holland. And so I just thought that was really cool. And then here's some other postcards that were included in mine. I'm just going to tuck these back in this envelope so I don't lose any of those little pieces. And then here are some of the bigger pages that were in my kit. Sometimes, most of the time, these are kind of sectioned into envelopes and stuff, but some of these bigger pieces are harder to do that. And so these are kind of just loose in the bag. But like I said, I have the large subscription kit. There's also a medium and a small, and both of them are great. It's just the large one, you get the bigger pages, like the size of the pages is just bigger. So you still get a variety of all of the sizes that way. And I'm just going to go through here, and some are like music pages. There's some that are, these pages are called The Story of Musical Form, which is really cool. And then these are stories from operas. And then these are kind of more like end papers actually, but which is great because you can still use these. Like this one is just a plain end paper, but I can still stamp on that and whatever, and just automatically have that really nice aged paper, that vintage paper, and have like just a really easy way to make some vintage ephemera that way, or journaling spots, or all kinds of things. So I'm trying to get myself organized here for a second. And these are those really big pages that are in there. And so some of these I think are just so cool. I will be able to use. These are like from an art, a book probably about art, modern art or whatever. And then some ads and different things here. I'm sorry, excuse my voice. I talked all weekend long at the retreat, and so I don't have much of a voice today, but I wanted to get this video up because my kit actually came the day that I left for a retreat. So I have been dying to dig into it. You can see all these paintings and different things. I love some of these landscapes. I love these little bees here, so cute. And then this little fish in a pond, and some birds, and just all kinds of just really neat clippings to use. Here's another beautiful floral piece, a few pages of that, and then just, again, some art. And then I love this airplane too, which is really cool. And then this one is a ship, and then, it's kind of hard sometimes. You have to decide which side of these pages you're going to use. And then these look like from an art magazine, and these are really cool because these are like reprints of the New York Times. So these are a lot of fun too. This will be a lot of fun to use as backgrounds and things. And then this is some index pages. Those are really nice for just creating some interest in a background where you don't really, need to want to read or whatever. And then there's another envelope that has even more goodies in it. And this one is a lot of fun. There's like some advertisements. This is some encyclopedia pages. There are some poetry pages. There's some like pages from, these are the poetry ones. Then there's some like catalogs that are talking about like antiques, and then some that are talking about stamps. These are, I'm not exactly sure, but these are just like just some ledger kind of pages, which are really cool. And then some music paper, a few different styles of music paper here. And then this ledger paper is so cool. This was actually from, I think, a doctor's ledger. This one is talking about curing warts. And then there's whooping cough and wounds on the back, and it's talking about like how to cure those things, which is so cool. These are some vintage rub-ons with this great font. And then a couple of envelopes, one in white and one in like this mint color, which will make a great journal. And then these pages are not super old, like these are 2002, but these are like pages from a stamp collector. And so there's a few stamps on each one of these pages. They're not completely filled out, but there's one or two little stamps on here that were being collected. And I just thought that was so, so fun. So there's a lot of really interesting things this month. And so if you liked this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.